Do you want to become so productive it feels illegal? I'm going to give you that exact result, but you have to dedicate your time, your attention, your focus to this video or it won't help you. See, in this video I'm going to be giving you the actionable steps that changed my life, have changed the lives of people I've taught it to, so you can finally focus, finally beat procrastination, and finally be productive to get the progress you want towards the goals you want to achieve. Let's get into it. I'm Dylan. I work with people who need help with productivity, and I give them the actionable steps, the science-backed truths that allow them to finally do the work they say they're going to do. I was in a similar position. I spent 5,000 hours or 210 days straight wasting my time on Call of Duty and other video games, but now I effortlessly and easily do the work I need to do, and I'm helping others do the same with this YouTube channel and my school community linked below. And the first part of the process to become so productive it feels illegal is to have an ideal day plan. If you don't know what productivity looks like, if you don't have a clear definition, how can you tell if you're on track, off course, or simply not doing the right things to class yourself as productive? So close your eyes, pause this video, and imagine your ideal day. What time do you wake up? When do you go to the gym? What foods do you eat? What clothes do you wear? Who do you work with? Who do you spend time with? What work do you do? How often do you work? What work are you doing? What modal of work are you doing? Are you writing, typing, speaking, etc.? Go autistic in the detail of what your ideal day looks like. For example, mine is I wake up early. Not too early, I'm still getting good sleep. I wake up, I make my bed, I have a cold shower, I meditate 5 minutes, I go to the gym before I even touched any work, because I'm building momentum for the day. I have a great workout, I come back, I sit down, I record the videos I need to do for the day, I edit the videos. This is all without having breakfast. I then have lunch, play some chess, learn some Spanish. I then schedule some content and do the more analytical work for my business, whether it be websites, all that stuff. And then the afternoon, evening is mine. I go on a run, I cycle my bike, I spend time with my girlfriend, my family, my friends, and I'm in bed, read my book before 11 p.m. to repeat the cycle again. So now I know what my ideal day looks like. I have quantifiable, clear metrics on whether I've hit it or not. And obviously you're not going to be super consistent, so I'd advise that you go detailed, but you maybe deduct 20% in detail so you can consistently hit that. And then the second step is to hit it, is to use the tactic I'm about to teach you to be consistently productive. And it's called snowballing. It's called chronological intensity planning. And this is a controversial framework because in the realm of productivity, people advise to eat the frog. Wake up, do the hardest task first, get out of the way so you can have a smooth, easy day. But I personally believe if you struggle with procrastination, if you're not as productive as you could be, it's better to build up, have a biological advantage to do the work. And what do I mean by this? I mean every single task you complete, small, big or medium, releases dopamine. And dopamine stacks on top of each other. So if you can complete 4 or 5 easy tasks in the morning and release this dopamine that stacks on top of each other, by the time you get to the hard tasks you need to do, you already have this biological advantage, this release of dopamine, motivation, and the drive to do the work in your system. So when you try and do the hard task, it's much easier. You're 10, 20, 30% more productive because you have momentum, inertia, and literally a neurochemical advantage over the work you're going to do. Snowball into the task. I recommend you do these 4 tasks before you do your hard task. And just give it a try. So you have a hard task you need to do. I'd recommend doing these 4 tasks before it. You make your bed, you have a cold shower, you clean your desk and you open the files you need to work on. And you write them all down in a to-do list and tick them off. And then let me know how it goes. Let me know how your hard task feels. And I'm sure you'll find yourself more productive because you feel more productive. You can see the ticks on your to-do list of the tasks you've already completed. You can feel the dopamine in your system, and the tasks you've completed are literally adding to the productivity because now your desk is clear, your work is easy to complete because your files are open, ready to go. Your cold shower has released the endorphins, got you dialed in, naturally released the dopamine, so you're going to be much more efficient in getting it done. If you can stack small wins that are already making you more productive and release that dopamine from the small wins, you're going to be an absolute weapon and feel so productive, it's almost illegal. Just before we get into the third and I'd say most important tip in this video, I have a unique opportunity for you. It's $1 a day to keep the procrastination away. My school community in the top link in the description is where I'm personally helping people become productive. For the last 2 years, I've listened to thousands of hours of podcasts. I've spent thousands of hours of testing productivity tools, techniques, strategies to figure out what works and what is useless. And I've curated those into actionable tips, templates, tools, trackers, and everything you need to turn productive. And that's all inside my school community. If you're genuinely looking to invest in yourself, to finally do the work you say you're going to do and consistently make progress towards the goals you set, then this is the community for you. And I know I can help you. So check out the top link if you're interested in my productivity performance plan. The third actionable tip is to have a pragmatic view of your goals. I'm going to tell it to you straight. Nothing comes fast. Yeah, you see these outliers on social media, etc. of people getting success quick, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's 100% possible, but you have to be realistic, because what makes you consistent is a belief that it's possible. If I told you to snap your fingers every day for £1 million, but I also told you, hey, by the way, it's never going to work, it's completely impossible, you're never going to get £1 million from snapping your fingers, you're not going to do it. You're not going to be consistent in snapping your fingers with the potential of getting that £1 million. But if I also told you, hey, if you snap your fingers every single day, you have a high probability of getting that success, then yeah, you're going to shoot the shot. You're going to snap your fingers every day consistently until the end of time with the potential of getting that success. So by the same idea, if I told you to do your work every day, hey, but it's impossible, you're never going to get success, let's be realistic, then you're not going to do the task. But if I told you again, hey, well, there's a high probability that if you do the work, you're going to get a result, then you're more likely to actually do it. But the caveat I'm adding is that you have to be realistic with the time frame, and I think 5 years is perfect. If you try your absolute hardest for 5 years of your life, there is zero chance that you will fail. If you consistently do the work you say you're going to do, the high leverage opportunities, the work that is actually pushing the needle, you will not fail. It is impossible. The universe is ultimately forgiving, and I truly believe if you're consistent for that long, if you throw shit at a wall for 5 years, something will stick. You will have a breakthrough, you will hit your goals, and you will be a different person on a different path, all by sheer consistency. Luck plays a part, but luck can be forced by sheer consistency. You have to believe that it's possible to be achieved, but you also have to believe in a long time frame. Because if you believe that you're going to get it in a month and that month comes round and you haven't got it, you're going to feel demotivated, you're going to feel depressed, and you're likely going to quit. So if you don't want to quit, understand that this is a long-term process, but as long as you're consistent, you will get success, and I believe in you. But I hope that makes sense, and I hope you found this video valuable. And again, if you're looking to have someone hold you accountable, someone to help you, give you the strategies, tools, techniques, everything you need for $1 a day to keep the procrastination away, then the top link in the description will take you there, and I look forward to seeing you there, my friend. Have a good rest of your day.